We figured it out. We figured out the mystery of the errant 16.63% Dungeoneering XP increase. By God, we've done it. Here's how it works, probably. You finish a dungeon and your elite outfit boosts the floor XP by 7%. This does not show up on the winter phase, but the game knows to apply that boost once the winter phase closes, right? Following me? Then when you leave the floor, you get an XP drop. Well, the outfit increases all XP drops in Demonheim by 7%. Fishing, cooking, mining, everything, including Dungeoneering XP. Ah, isn't that interesting? There's also the 2% boost from the Inspire Love relic power. So, what's happening is the initial 7% boost is applied, increasing your base floor XP. Then, the all Demonheim XP increase is applied alongside the relic power. You get a 7% boost first, then a multiplicative 9% XP boost since the relic power stacks additively with the all XP boost. Now multiply 1.07 by 1.09 and what do you get? Exactly 1.1663. The XP boost from the Dungeoneering outfit is applied twice. My prediction is that without the Inspire Love relic power, every floor would grant an additional 14.49% XP. Let's see. Yep, that's precisely what happens. Is this a bug? Maybe. Is it possible to not abuse this bug? Not if you want to train Dungeoneering in Demonheim, so please no ban. Alright, so I'm still a bit unhinged from all this dungeoneering, I'll freely admit, but we left off last time getting 116 from our lovely cave snake. Juno, you perverts. I got 116 dungeoneering because Guthix wept. Then the Cenobites ripped my face apart or something. Anyway, I've continued with the dungeoneering method I outlined a couple videos ago. Skipping the first 17 floors, smalls until occult, I actually started using guide mode for the smalls because it was way faster, mediums until warped, then larges with Garaggio cards. I usually use Preening Ibis cards for the first 5 or 6 warped floors, then Thieving Locust cards for the last few. The Preening Ibis cards I found were way more common than the Thieving Locust ones. Makes sense since the latter is worth double the XP, not just 1.5 times. Just know I never found myself lacking tokens to buy more cards. If at any point I thought I was cutting it close, I just used some Cloning Mosquito cards on the occult floors. But really, the lower warped larges give over 20,000 tokens on average, so I wasn't too worried. Here's a clip I'm excited about. First of all, I finally figured out how to fight World Gorger Shirkarhaz? Shirkarhaz. It's one of those words that you only ever read. So to defeat World Gorger Shaka Khan, destroy the 2 eyes that aren't the combat style you're using. Easy peasy. Secondly, this is my personal best time on a solo large with every door opened. 13 minutes, 24 seconds. You heard it here first. Solo Dungeoneering is over 850,000 XP per hour without boosts. I did use a Thieving Locust card on this floor, so going by the XP drop I got, this floor was actually 2 million XP per hour. That's 1 to 99 in under 7 hours. Time to clickbait. Hi, I don't mean to interrupt, I'm just looking for the bathroom. Is it through—
You summoned me, Master. What news for you? Master, I was defeated. You dare fail me?
Jesus Christ. This floor was so close to being another record, but the Calgar fight is one of the slower ones. Most of the time is spent with him flying back and forth across the room to pick up a new weapon. This was a 14-minute, 18-second floor. I was at 12 minutes 35 seconds when I entered the room, so the whole ordeal took around 2 minutes. If the boss on this floor were, say, the Hope Devourer, I may have had a sub 13-minute floor. What a shame. At 116, we can't go any lower than floor 58, but damn, look at that 500k XP drop. This floor took almost 19 minutes, and that's still like 1.5 million XP per hour. I know I was making a joke earlier, but with all the boosts available, the amount of XP you get from large warped floors is absurd. Way faster than the whole. Do you struggle with Blink? I know I do. But here's a trick to fighting him quite easily. Stand in the northeastern corner. Blink always runs from west to east or south to north. Watch your minimap, and when he appears along the top half of the western wall or the eastern half of the southern wall, click one of the 3 pillars near the northeasternmost pillar, the one that blocks his path to the other side of the room. It sounds confusing when you say it out loud, but it's really easy in practice. You'll get a hang of it. I believe in you. 117 Dungeoneering, floor 59, unlocked. Oh hey, History of Bilrak. That's a Master Questcape achievement actually, so I guess I didn't abandon the Master Questcape grind. See, I can commit. When I buy cards, if I get some of the leech ones, I like to use them all on a single floor just to see what I get. You can apparently get just about anything, including Slayer monster drops like a Hex Hunter bow or a Blood Necklace. The Demonheim versions, the ones you can only use in Demonheim. You can't just get a regular Hex Hunter bow, that'd be crazy. I did get a necklace from this batch of cards, but it was the Seeker's Charm. Bit of a troll right there, but it's still better than nothing else, so I guess I'll use it. Damn it, I missed the level up fireworks. That's 118 Dungeoneering. It unlocks nothing but pain. That's because the penultimate level is always the worst level. 97 to 98 is rough, 118 to 119 is rough as well. The last level is fun and exciting because you're almost where you want to be, but the level before that, ugh, it's like waiting in line for your turn to wait in line. 13 minutes 27 seconds, so close to a new personal record. I've been saving up all the reversing Phoenix cards I get from Brill. When you use it in a dungeon, it boosts the chances of a Slayer creature spawning. Normally it's not a card you'd want to use since Slayer monsters usually have a higher health pool and better stats, so if they spawn in a Guardian room, you waste time. But because they're so strong, a lot of Slayer monsters have some pretty useful drops. Edemu dropped the Blood Necklace, which not only has a unique effect of damaging enemies and healing you for an equal amount, but it's also got some decent stats. 44 damage to each style. Not too bad. Unfortunately, Edemu are incredibly rare before the occult floors, and even then they're still uncommon. However, hard mode increases the spawn rates of Slayer monsters significantly, and it allows Edemu to spawn on any floor. So after prestiging my floors once again and skipping the frozen floors because of no, I jumped into hard modes. They're only available as mediums, so we don't have to worry too much about them being overwhelmingly large and complicated. Also, I didn't care that much about speed. Every room is treated like a Guardian room, even if it's a puzzle room, so you have to spend a lot of time killing monsters, all of which typically have at least 9,900 health. If you're looking for fast XP, hard modes are not the option. By the way, you can do these floors with guide mode on, and it'll still tick off the floors as completed. Yeah, guide mode reduces the amount of XP you get, but again, we're not here for XP. With guide mode on, you know which rooms are bonus rooms and which rooms are critical rooms, so you can just avoid the bonus rooms. Could those rooms have Edemu in them? Sure, but the amount of time I'd spend checking would be outweighed by just doing another floor. I'm not even exaggerating. It takes a while to kill stuff. If you enter a room that's a dead end and has got monsters in it, you can't leave the room through the door. You need to kill the monsters in the room to leave through the door. You can teleport out, but if you just need to go back one room, it's pretty annoying. So, you know, the fewer rooms you need to check, the better. After running, I want to say a dozen or so hard mode floors, killing a dozen or so Edemu, I finally found one hanging out with a Seeker who was kind enough to drop a blood necklace. Considering how quick it was getting this thing, I really should have tried getting one 10 levels ago. Another thing I wish I realized ages ago, you can wear your Dungeoneering skill cape in Demonheim. Yeah, I saw someone standing outside the ladder on the surface wearing their cape, then they disappeared like they went into a dungeon. At first I thought it strange that someone would keepsake a 99 Dungeoneering cape, but I knew you could wear the 120 cape into the dungeon. So I tried with a 99 cape and lo, you can wear it. It doesn't have any special effect within the dungeon, but it has decent stats considering the alternative is nothing. 21 to each style, almost half the blood necklace. What a schmuck I am. 19 levels without wearing this friggin' thing. The worst part is, I might not be wearing the cape in some of the later clips because I just sometimes forgot to bring it with me. I mean, I've been dungeoneering for dozens and dozens, probably over 100 hours without the thing, so I just never formed the habit and I just forget to bring it. 119 Dungeoneering, baby. You know what's weird? 119 feels like a prime number, but it's actually divisible by 17. Isn't that weird? Doesn't every number that's divisible by 17 seem like it shouldn't be divisible by 17? Like 408 or 561. It's gross. But 119 does unlock floor 60. Now, 60, that's a nice number. Highly composite, which means it has more factors than any number less than it has. 12 in total, and it's why it's such a great number for clocks. In fact, there are numerous cultures that have used 60 as the basis of their numbering system. Ancient Babylon is probably the most notable. One theory is that two cultures in the Mesopotamia region way back when used two different counting systems. One used base 5, the other one used base 12. To make trading easier, they combined the counting systems and came up with base 60. Another theory is that counting system developed from the Sumerians' counting system, and they were able to count up to 60 on both hands. You can count to 12 on one hand by using your thumb to point to each segment of your fingers. There are 3 segments on each finger and 4 fingers. I don't gotta do the math for you, but it's 12. Then when you get to 12 on one of your hands, you put up one finger on your other hand. Then you could do that 5 times, so you get 60 because at that point you run out of fingers. If you really wanted to, you could count to 1023 on both your hands using your fingers as binary digits. 4 and 5 are fun numbers to represent in binary on your hands. I forgot to bring a card to floor 60, but 277,000 XP is still pretty dope. I tried a large occult with guide mode on, avoiding most of the bonus rooms unless they were quick to open. Rooms that were off the main path without any puzzles blocking them or whatever, you know, those easy ones. Took under 7 minutes and was worth about 55,000 XP. It's basically the same as mediums. It does not happen often. But when you get the same puzzle room back to back, and it's this terrible one, it kind of sucks. It kind of, especially when you already used both of your lock melty things on this floor and need to actually do it. Like, what is this? 119 to 120 Dungeoneering is almost 10 million XP, and I barely recorded any of it because there was nothing notable. So here I stand, just a hair off 120, contemplating using this lamp I got from Meg. Do I get 120 Dungeoneering from a lamp? Or do I get rid of this lamp and hold off? 56,000 experience away. And this lamp will give 101,000 experience. What do I do? Yeah, screw it. Hooray, 120 Dungeoneering. Oh, we can use 5 bound items. How you... I'm never gonna step foot in Demonheim ever again. What the hell are you talking about? Like the 99 cape, the 120 cape can teleport you to all the resource dungeons, but it also has the additional effect of letting you sometimes choose what boss you'll be fighting on the next dungeon floor. Also, lore books within Demonheim and Elite dungeons have a higher chance to drop, so it should make getting the Master Quest cape a bit faster when I return to that grind. Story mode with the 120 cape must have a high drop chance, right? Man, I hope so. No matter. That's a future concern for a future me. Now it's time we get working on Herb lore and Slayer.